Welcome back to the stew. I'm Ray. And we know this is Stew. We start conversations that matter. I'm the co-host. This is your host, Tanesha.
And I'm Tanesha. Tonight we're diving into a topic close to our hearts. Growing up in a single-parent households and now raising our kids together in a two-parent home. We'll explore the advantages, challenges, and dynamics that shape our families.
We also going to touch on realities like, different stuff about raising kids in a single parent household versus two-parent households. Like we both were raised in single-parent households, so we got a perspective on that versus us raising our kids in two-parent household.
Right. So before we jump in, I don't know if we want to start catching up on what's going on in local news and news worldwide. We want to add a section about that.
Okay, absolutely. Here's some of the headlines. The Milwaukee school faces budget crisis. Our local schools are grappling with significant budget cuts affecting programs and staffing. How will this impact our children's educations? You got the next one.
Yeah. So community initiatives to reduce crime. Neighborhoods are coming together to implement community policing and youth programs to tackle the recent spike in crime rates. So we just want to, talk about what's going on social media, and we want to talk about what's going on on the local news in Milwaukee. I know we just got a new superintendent. So since I am a teacher, I would like to know, I am excited about that and see what stuff she's going to implement and see what she could do to make things better for MPS. Around in the gossip, I really don't know what's going on with the gossip. So, yeah. So let's start with our talking points.
Go ahead. I ain't read through.
It's right here, talking points.
Where you at? Oh, right here?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Growing up with just a mom, I learned a lot. Tanesha. Experience and partnerships, honestly. You learn a lot and you see a lot. Everything's different from how you grew up versus how you raise your kids.
Same here. My single parent upbringing brought me independence, but raising our kids together highlights the balance and support a partner provides. How do our childhood experiences influence our parenting styles today? So we want y'all to call in. Were you raised by a single parent or in a two-parent home? How has that shaped you? Call in and share your story.
It's a big difference. Single parents often juggle multiple roles, which can lead to both empowering and exhausting, experiences. Like I feel like we was more independent growing up with just a mom, versus like how my kids grew up with both. It's just a lot of shit I did. A lot of things I did I wouldn't let them know. Like at all. It's just different.
Right. Two-parent household can offer shared responsibilities, but might face challenges like coordinating parenting styles. Like I might be more strict, Ray might be more. So it's like a good cop, bad cop type of vibe. So I might be more strict, whereas Ray is like a little bit more lenient. So we'll find that the kids go and ask Ray more stuff before they ask me. And when he don't want to say no, he'll just tell him, go ask your mama. I didn't say that.
We got two different point of views, but you got to come together in a team.
So I guess the question is, what are the strengths and challenges unique to each family structure?
So like, when I think about it, right, I be cautious of what my kids do, but I still want them to experience stuff, like some shit. Some stuff I want to be like, no, but now I'm sitting there thinking, like, they got to experience stuff too.
Exactly.
You can't shield them from everything,
Exactly.
So that's what that is with me and her. Because she'll be like flat out no, and I'll be like, how they gonna experience, how they gonna learn, But it'd be like, damn, they're on the spot. So it'd be hard to communicate when the kid right there looking at both of y'all like, or like she said, they gonna come to me and I'd be like, oh, I ain't making this decision by myself regardless. Like, it's difficult.
Right. Another question for callers. What do you see as the biggest advantage or disadvantage of your family setup? So let's discuss. So we'll discuss this amongst ourselves while we wait for callers to call in. I know we're a little late. We're supposed to start at 6, but we started off a little late.
Checking it again. But many parents don't choose this path. Circumstances like loss and separations choose it for them. They end up in these positions.
Absolutely. And systemic issues like mass incarceration has affected us for, especially the Black parents, Black family dynamic that leads to the broken families. So how does this, the societal factors contribute to the single parent households? Like how, like the way it's structured in America, or, how it's just breaking up our families. And that's another question that we can get callers to call in and discuss that with us.
It's really a lot to talk about. I know a lot of people that the system, they get incarcerated, they can't even be there. And then I know a lot of them has been out there all their lives and choose not to deal with the kids because I guess disagreements with the partner or they didn't want kids. Who knows what it really be? I see a lot of both. So
Yep, it's crucial to distinguish between those constrained by circumstances and those who opt out of responsibility. So it's a lot of people out here that is affected by like mass incarceration, but then it's a lot of parents out here that just don't want the responsibilities. And that is very like troubling. So then what drives that absence and how does it affect children and communities? That's another question we need to address. And what are your thoughts on fatherhood and responsibility? Call in, let's talk.
yeah, co-parenting even outside of marriage can provide us with stability for children. Like I really wouldn't know nothing about it because I've been in my kid's life the whole time. I couldn't see it no other way, even if what he took it.
Right,
And then you got some people who they either career driven or they're just gonna do them or they really just don't care.
right. Which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I would say the ones that just don't care or just selfish is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Then you got some that try and they can't see they can't be involved because of the partner. You got every scenario playing a part really.
Right,
Every race too, not just the Black community. See it all over. So,
right, right. But like the Black race is highlighted, is amplified as having the broken families when it's really more than just us.
yeah, they can always report out on us. So,
Yeah, so community support systems always play a vital role in nurturing our youth. How can co-parenting and community strengthen dynamics? Have you benefited from co-parenting or community support? Share with us. Even if you don't join us on this live, you can also inbox us on our social media networks, and we'll get back to you and update our podcast with the questions and stuff. So today's discussion shed light on the difficulties of family structures and the factors influencing them.
yeah, remember, every family's journey is unique, and understanding these dynamics help us support, one another better.
We encourage you to continue this conversation with your loved ones and communities.
Yeah, so join us next Saturday at 6 p.m. Well, that sounds like me ending it,
Yeah, we just want to see if we can get a few people on here before we end it.
Yeah. I might be sitting the wrong link though.
Okay, let's give us a minute. Let us try to get some people on here. We're going to give it probably about 5 more
You
minutes.
said you press call in and then happened. Something to do. Right link.
There you go.
We got you.
There you go.
Coming through there.
Yeah, I got to fix it.
What y'all topicing on today?
We are working on, for some reason, not on the figure out how to do that. But the topic is being raised in a single parent household and raising your children in a 2-parent household. So the question was, we had a couple questions like, what are the disadvantages or the advantages, or what have you struggled with, or what do you want to share? Any knowledge you want to share about that?
I'm gonna tell you something. y'all touching something right there. You are, man, because when you're raised in a single family household, and then you not just that, and but when you raised in a single family household, and then you raise kids in a double family household, what happens is you start to speak as if things like my kid, my son, my that, and you don't speak of it as in a we and a us
Okay.
because it's what you're used to.
Right.
One parent, yeah.
It's what you're used to.
Right.
It's what you're used to. So you say my sons, my daughter, my this, my that, but in actuality, it's more of a it's our and it's more it's an adjustment.
Oh, she got it.
Not, not just that. I found myself having that conversation with my wife saying my son or my baby in the past. You know,
What you mean?
I found myself saying that in the past, like y'all more of a like it could be something where you could be messing with them or things of that nature, and I'd be like, y'all better leave my baby alone or my this and my that. But it's more of it's ours. We doing this together, and that's not a knock on what we doing together, but it's just the fact of the way your
Hello?
mindset is.
Yeah.
Shit, you got an
Hey, Aaron.
What it do?
in the party.
I get it. I get what you mean. I still say that, but then there ain't no knock on her when I say that.
No, and that's what I said. It's not a knock. It's not a knock.
Can I ask what we talking about?
Yeah.
Talking about like growing up in a single parent household versus raising your kids with two parents. Oh shit! You know how we grew up. It's completely different than how they grew up.
It is.
Hey,
And I got like with me, it's a real
hot.
tough one.
Come here, come here, sit down. You got the music playing in the background.
What?
My bad, man. I'm a rotating them crib, man.
That nigga
I'm just
drunk.
waiting on my mama. She downstairs. They gave me some shit.
Boy.
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can
You
hear
heard
you.
you from the beginning. It's my bad. Yeah, but that two household different than that one parent, man. We did a
No, it
lot.
is, dog. And like I said, I give credit to my mama for being able to hold it down and put it together the way she did.
It all-
But the older I got, I realized a lot of things and I learned a lot of things, you know?
Hey, hey, I learned that too because like when I like right now, I live in what I'm saying Texas with my daddy. I still feel odd around him. Like I don't feel more comfortable around him right now. Like I talk to him, he cool, he called me, but it's still like that bond ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? Cause he been gone for so long. My mama always been there. Yeah, it's like then when I left, he goes on some, hey, go see our grandma. I'm like, I don't even know her. How you gonna tell me go see somebody I don't even know?
Part of, part of
Because it's
that
like I
problem.
love her, but I don't know her. She don't like I know she in her 80s, but at the same time, like nigga, I don't know her like that because she never made no confidence to come see us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, part of the problem is for him to break that ice and make you feel comfortable and build that relationship. Because that same way you were raised, like just with the parent, with the mother, and I was raised that same way. But what happened is, my wife got me to actually reach out, and well, my pops he was reaching out yearly on a basis, trying to reach out to me, but I was like out and about all the time, so it was just like I kept missing. But once we reached out to each other, he took everything in him to say and to say, hey, I want to show you and make up for that time. So
See, your dad
he
doing
has
that.
to do that. He has to do that.
My dad ain't doing that. He just told me before I came here, make sure you see your grandma. She at Pam house. I'm like, where Pam live at? I don't even know where she stay at.
No, what we got to do is build our relationship first, and that's the way he got to look at it as. We got to build our relationship.
Yeah, like I don't got no relationship with her like that. I love her because she my grandma, but at the same time, like when I get around you, I really don't know you because I ain't never met you like that.
Yeah, and that's how it was with my pops. What he did was is he built me and his relationship, and once he felt like it was a connection, what he started doing was said, "Hey man, I want to start showing letting you meet your family." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it felt more smoother. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And that's what he
He
got
broke
got to start building.
basically he broke the ice for you.
Yeah, he broke it for me. I didn't like, and I
Yeah,
felt
you ain't had to
comfortable
do it.
doing it because he me and him built that relationship first, and he worked on like showing me what it was all about first.
Yeah,
What's the back? Man, over the years I found out this, man. This is how I found out. And this is when I go to this conversation, I don't want to make it seem like it's a disrespect to women. And it can kind of sound like that, but this is part of what it kind of it kind of seemed like that to me after a while, where when I say it, because I've said it before. So what happened was is my mom's she messed with my pops. And my pops, he had I guess during that time that my mom's messed with my pops, they were making me my pops had somebody else, and my mom, she was thinking more of a it's us. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she got pregnant with me and she had me, but it was more of he was like, that I got somebody else type of thing. You get what I'm saying? And over the years, and I 100% remember that. Like, it's been plenty times where when I was younger, like 5, even 4, you know what I'm saying? Like 6, 7, 8, like coming up, like even like once, twice a year, no matter what. I'll be gone though. I'll be gone somewhere, and especially when I was a teen. You know what I'm saying? You know how we was. We riding bikes. We was kicking it, and I come back to the house and stuff, and they be like, "Man, your pops came over here. He was looking for you." Stuff type of stuff like that. And I'm like, me over the years, once I got to about 10, 12 years old, I grew that bitterness, and I'm like, man, fuck, dude, you know, and not knowing how it went, or not understanding. And
Right.
over the years, it was like I grew. And what happened was is I was man, I was definitely way grown when me and my pops connected. But he did that same thing and he showed up. And he and even when I was younger, he left his phone number. I'm like, man, I ain't calling dude, man. Fuck that. And I be like being stubborn. Ooh, sorry. Being stubborn, you know what I'm saying? And what happened was is, that's when I think I was with my wife now. We wasn't married yet, but she was like, "You need to talk to him. That's your pops. Talk to him." She's like, "Have you talked to him?" I seen him a few times when I was younger, where just like out in the streets where I wasn't with my moms and things like that, and he'd give me some money and things like that. But when I got older, she was like, "You should talk to him and things of that nature." And I was like, "Hell no, man, fuck dude." So, and she ended up talking me into seeing him, and I ended up taking that number. I called him, and he was like, "Come over," and we talked, and it was crazy. It was like really really crazy. More to the point where out of all those years of my life, it's a guy out here in this world and we act just alike and we don't know each other. Like that was really, really crazy.
that's right.
But
Right.
when
Yeah.
it came out to be, he broke the story down to me like I was with somebody, your mom knew, things of that nature. And I guess she felt like that was gonna change the situation. And that wasn't going to change the situation for me. That didn't mean I didn't love you. I wanted to be there for you, things of that. I always came over there, told them to tell you to reach out. We were always missing each other. It was like some of my family. And not just that, like during that time, like you say, his mother, my pop's mother, she passed away, but before that, like I talked to her on a regular. She used to call me all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like I never got a chance to holler at him. But once he broke it down, and me being grown and being one of them people that knew how women are, like
Learned a
we
lot
can
by
have
then.
we can have sex, but as a man, I don't care. And as a woman, the emotions are different from having sex. So it kinda gave me a different perspective of it, like, yeah, because I know, let's be real and 100% real. I'm a married man, I'm a different dude now, but I done had sex with women who felt like they was in a relationship with me afterwards, and I felt like hell no.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. It's perception. Yeah.
It is. It's like women have sex off emotions. Men just get theirs off and they go on their way. And it's fine and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just a growing up thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that dynamic different.
It's way different. It's way different.
Like me, younger, shit, my pops used to show up all the time. It was just when I hit a certain age, it just completely stopped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like I really cared because growing up, shit, we had each other, so we wasn't even
Yeah.
looking for that. Well, nobody really cared. But then as you get grown, you learn all the stuff you could have been taught by
Yeah.
a man, not growing
Hey,
up around him. Just the OGs we had around, we learned a lot from them, but it's just like, you need that around. You know what I mean?
it's like right
Yeah.
now, like me, I live in Texas, right? My daddy, he stay down the street, but it's like that bond ain't there. Like I love him because I know he my pops, but at the same time, like it go through my head like, nigga, you ain't never did nothing for me. Like, nigga, I had a leather coat, nigga, with the staples. Man, that shit was I was fucked up growing up. You ain't never did different. I mean, I'm sorry. You ain't never did nothing for me. And it's like, nah, he try to act like he that person. Like, oh yeah, son, this and that. Talk to me like we just cool like that. Like, nigga, man, I'll be, run through my head like, man, I don't remember you being nothing. My mama was struggling. We was over there hungry. You ain't never did nothing for me. But I always try to suck it up and just, all right, this is my daddy. I'm cool. I'm grown now. I ain't on that. But it's like, it still stick on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
ain't gonna be to change how you feel. Like,
Like, I don't want to come to him like, hey, nigga, you ain't never did nothing for me. I just like really be trying
you
to
might have to
ask,
have, but
come
you
do
might
this
have to
for me,
have that
son.
conversation though.
You
I
gotta
think I
have
do because it's like I'm
you
not
gotta
over
have
the
that
fact that you
conversation.
never
Gotta get
did
it off
nothing
your
for me.
chest. You
Then
gotta
it's
get it
not
off your
just
chest
that.
one time.
One thing about it, this is too. You don't have to. It ain't about what you say; it's how you say it. You don't gotta let him know that he ain't did shit by saying it in a disrespectful
No,
way.
I just
You
why
could
I
just
said
let
I want
you
to
could
do
just
it.
let him know, like, hey man, I feel some type of way. I'm here. We ain't. You know what I'm saying? We still not connecting the way we should be, and things of that nature. You don't gotta be like, nigga, you ain't did shit for me. You don't gotta. She hit that one. That's good.
No, I was
But,
just I gave her a thumbs up, like, oh yeah.
yeah, you can be like that. You don't gotta say it like that though. It's all about just like being respectful and just letting him know, like, hey, you know,
That's a
I'm
tough
here.
conversation though.
Yeah, but he not gonna be able to move past them feelings till he have it.
Exactly. But
He
it's a
gotta
tough
he gotta have
conversation
it.
and you gotta
Gotta
find
have
the
it.
right time. It's just like then it's
And,
like
and,
it's
and let's
not a
be
right
real.
time. You just
I'm
gotta
about to
say
say,
it.
Tanisha, let's be real. There is no right time.
No, it really ain't no right time. Cause it's like days I'll be like, I want to say something, but I'm like, but we connected now. So it's like I want to be cool with you now, cause like we got a good bond. But at the same time, I'm like, man, you ain't never. I don't remember you in my childhood for real like that. You know what I mean? Like growing up in Richmond,
And
we all had each other, but at the same time, I don't never remember you, bro. You ain't
one
never
thing
did
you gotta
nothing.
do is too, you gotta let go to childhood and let's bond and build right now.
Yeah,
You
I'll
get
let
what
it
I'm saying?
go, but at the same time, though, I had K Swisses, man, when them niggas having Jordans.
You
See,
gotta let
And
that
K
go.
Swiss
we
too,
look, we all
right?
grew up together, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody seen my pops go come through all the
Yeah.
time. Everybody knew my pops and my uncle to a certain age. Like my pop started, he got married and started his other family. That's when the voice started. But before that, he was there all the time. Like it was different. But once he got married and stuff, them years where you really need a father, once you hit teenage years,
You need
when
it.
stuff really get real, when you
Yeah,
really need that voice,
need it.
like it wasn't there at all. Like it wasn't. Uncle used to pull up, and I had a communication with my uncle Keith, but that was it. Uncle Tony, holler at him a little bit, but you be needing that father figure, honestly. Like,
Man.
Why
and
No,
is
you
it?
got one. You
Why
really
is
be
it
needing
that
that.
way? Because it ain't just
It's all kind of
it's
circumstance.
it's
Like you listen to
it's
Daryl's
not just
circumstance.
us. It's everybody. Like it's
Yeah,
a lot of people
everybody,
that's like that, and I
everybody's is
understand
different.
like the mass incarceration portion of it, but then there's some people, some men out here that just choose not to
But
stand up to their
if you
responsibility.
listen to these 3 stories, they all different,
Yeah,
and none of them was incarcerated. My pops wasn't.
right,
Aaron pops wasn't. D pops wasn't. It's all different circumstances.
right,
That's 3 of them.
right.
Yeah.
That's different.
and the crazy part about that is
Yep.
once I got connected with my pops, he started back coming around my family, everything. Like even when I wasn't around, I'd come over. He'd be over there. Hey, son, what's going on?
Proud.
That's a
Yeah.
good thing. See, my dad
Uh,
didn't do that. Even
My
though
pops was
when
looking
I
for a way
still
in.
connected with him, he still ain't show love like how you supposed to. Like, what's up, son? Like just show me like he messed up. Like I know I wasn't there. Like how I feel about my daughters. I said I'm not the brave at the I ain't what I'm saying. I'm not the best, but at the same time, I feel bad because I wasn't really like how I'm supposed to be there, like how I'm supposed to. My dad didn't show that. He just act like it's nothing. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you
Like
voice it with your kids, and you saying he don't
yeah,
say.
like he just I'm supposed to just be like, all right, this is my dad. Like, all right, we supposed to just I'm supposed to just honor you. They like, I really don't know you like that, bro. Like, I'm trying, but at the same time, like I think about my mama's days when I grew up on Richard. And I ain't know you, bro, like that. I don't never seen you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always just my mama and my uncles. I ain't see you.
Right. Uh, True.
I be trying,
We
like
was
I'm
there. We
trying to get
seen
off
it.
that.
We was there. We seen it. Like
Yeah,
I
like
think I
you know
met
what
your
I'm
pops
saying?
one time when we was
Exactly.
younger.
Like he pulled up here and
Uh,
there, but he ain't never ever in his life bought us me, my sister, nothing. Bought us nothing. Like Tay caught poison at the nigga house before.
what you mean?
He caught semen on the poison. They used to eat some old hot dogs out the refrigerator. He had to get his
uh,
spinal cord drained. That's how
shit, he
bad it
probably.
was. He had no food at the crib. And he was
Yeah, well, shit. That mean he
struggling.
probably couldn't do nothing for you.
That's why I'm not mad at him. It's because I understand now, but at the same time, like I still trying to get that bond, which is not there. You know what I mean? Like,
But to me, like, it ain't even about doing nothing for you. Like, it's a lot of dads out here that can't do nothing for their kids, but their kids don't even look for that. They just looking. They want to be around their pops. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they just want to be around them. Boys really look up to them father figures. Like,
man. I looked up to my Uncle Derek. Like he was the only figure like who really took care of us. You know what I'm saying? When he was here, I told him just now, like, oh man, I swear I ever hit the lotto, man, I got you. I'm gonna take care of you whenever I get rich. Cause he gave me my first car, man, Big Dookie. He gave that to me for free. He had to do that. But he gave me that van. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He ain't never my dad never gave me nothing. My Uncle Derek, like really was like our dad. He took
yeah,
care of
but
me.
yeah, a lot of dads. That's all they'll do though. Just give
Yeah.
you some shit. You ain't got no really real relationship with them.
Oh man,
They
my
just got
dad
a little
never gave
paper
me
there
nothing.
buy you a
I can't
car.
not one thing I can say right now to y'all, like my dad ever bought me something. I can't remember nothing.
Like,
Nothing.
a thing about this though, is like it's more not about giving. One thing me and my pops did, man, when we got connected, man, is we spoke during the week at times, but we made sure on Fridays that was our day to make sure we called each other and we reached out and we talked about what was going on, things of that nature. We conversated every Friday. That was our day. Friday. He know I got off at 1 o'clock. By 1:30, between 1 and 2 o'clock, he knew if I wasn't calling him, he was calling me. You make that day to be like, man, this
Yeah.
we for the touch base and we for to go over what's ever going on in life, however it going. So it ain't about always about what he can give you, but it's all about this connection of being there, listening to what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Giving you advice because he's a lot
That's
older.
good.
He a lot older than you.
Yeah, that's
So
more valuable.
it's valuable. So that's what I had built with mine because it was more like okay, hey son, what's going on? And we'll sit there and we'll talk about what's going on, giving that advice about what we had going on through the week or since the last time we talked and all that. That means everything. It ain't all about the money, it ain't all about everything, but it's about having that person to talk to, building that relationship.
Right. That's
I ain't gonna lie, D. When I met your
that's
dad, man,
nice.
your
That's
dad
nice
was
to
a good
have because
dude.
a lot of people don't have that.
When D linked back up with his father,
Yeah,
he can
when he looked
tell
up
he
with his
genuinely
daddy,
wanted to be a part of his life.
Right.
his
Whereas
dad
other
showed that
people
he wanted to be a
communicate
part
with
of his
their
life.
pops, they'll just see him out randomly, and then you won't hear from them for months. Like it ain't genuine. That's a whole different experience. That's what I be
Man,
saying. Like
I'm saying Daryl dad was trying to show so much love. He was trying to introduce to me, like, yeah, you Daryl friend, man, and he was showing me love. I thought that I'm talking to Daryl dad more than he do.
Mhm.
On the real, I ain't gonna lie. Man, I said click. Me and Daryl dad was clicking.
see,
He called me. I talked to him. I had to pull
it
up on
felt
him before
genuine.
Daryl.
Like nigga really wanted to know, what was going on with you, how you
Yeah,
feeling.
not
Like
just that. He said
that's
that's your family, that's my family. And he
Oh,
meant it.
he
And that's
showed
what it
that.
means. You know what I'm saying? When you mean it, you mean it, and you can tell. You know?
now
Yeah,
you think if you would have had your pops from day one, you think you would have turned out different or better or just more? What you think? Like grew up from day one with him with that love like that.
I would have turned out different, man. I would have turned out different. I'm not just saying I turned out bad, but
No, you definitely didn't.
it would have been different. You know what I'm saying? I'd have
yeah,
been
had
able,
more structure.
I put it like this. Let's just say this because I can't. I'm not. That's not taken from my mom's saying I'd have turned out bad because I didn't turn out bad. But what I was saying is, if I would have had my pops at an early age, what I would have did was I would have turned wiser faster, so it would have made me turn different.
Yeah,
Right.
you'd have got there quicker.
Oh my God, because I think about it now, like the things that I know now, if I knew then, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And you look
Yep.
at it like that. So if I had my pops, I would have knew them things then.
Right.
Yeah, I think about us once we hit a certain age, our mamas raised us, they instill stuff in us. But once we hit the streets, it was just like that's just a voice way in the back of your head. But I feel like
Yeah.
as a young man, a father would have really
You
you would have
listen to
had that
some
on the
of
front of your mind. Like whatever he said, it'd have been on the front of your mind. That's just what I feel
yeah,
like a real active father would
for
Hey,
do.
sure.
I'm like this. Like only person I ever knew who really had their father in their life hard was Big C.
Yeah.
On the real. We lifted up Big C Daddy. He used to take us fishing with him and stuff, do what we had to do. He always showed us love. But like Big C Daddy didn't play with him either. He used to be snapping on Big C. It's like he the only one had mom and dad on the block. Like we looking up Big C, like man, what the he got his mama and his daddy, because he just had our mama. We ain't had nobody else. We just look at Big C like, man, I wish I had that lifestyle right there. Like, damn, I want my dad too, man. Where he at? You know what I'm saying? Like we grew up, I grew up hard. I don't want to talk about the hard I grew up, but it was rough.
I just be looking back at the neighborhood. It wasn't too many. We had male figures around, but it wasn't it wasn't too many
You know,
fathers.
father
Like
figures
two
at
of
all. Big C
Yeah,
dad was probably one of them. He showed love. He always talked to us and then would took me and take fishing with him. But at the same time, but nobody else did step up and like show us love like that. He was always on some, living on Richard was on some other stuff. They wasn't on that. He's like straight like mothers, man. Like everybody who lived on Richard had their mama
Yeah. And
raised
that's
them.
like with the topic, like a lot of dudes be incarcerated, but it's like my little sister, I remember her father was incarcerated, but every time he got out, she was like first stop. Like he loved her so much and he loved us like that too. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I got better experience with my little sister father than I did with mine. Cause he used to just show so much love, come kick it with us, play with us, have real conversation with us. And this was all before I was 12 and I remember all of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like
Right.
some dudes that make that impact on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm saying that one father like that who like stuck out to me, my mama was little Willie daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like he looked out for us, like for real. Like when we know what Tay. we needed something, we always had to look. Will make sure we had it. On the real, he always made sure we had something. Even though he was talking to my mom, my mom's boyfriend, but Big Will always made sure we was straight. Though. I ain't gonna lie, that's one thing I look at him like a little father figure because he always made sure we was good, like all the time. School, whatever, his clothes, he made sure we had something.
It's
He
like
ain't
with
had to
me.
do that.
It's like with me, that nigga Big Red.
Oh yeah.
Big Red made sure motherfucker was straight over there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Our moms definitely held it down, but it's
yeah.
just
That's
like
why. That's why.
it's only so much you can do with a boy once they hit a certain age. That's just what I really see. Like, 'cause I remember hitting a certain age, I felt like can't nobody tell me nothing. Like,
I mean, nothing.
but a father around, I feel like I'd have been in a little more control. Like, but moms did what she could, and she did a good job though.
That's why you really can't get mad at your mom nowadays.
No, you could never do that. You got to look at what they really did on their own. Like,
Yeah,
I
like
raised
I
my kids with
understand,
my
like
wife, so it's different. Like, I couldn't imagine me trying to do this on my own. Like,
for
they
real.
all did that on their own.
Like I ain't gonna lie, I got my reality check because like I messed up with my 3 kids I had. They grown. I love them to death, but like I understand about being no daddy. To Melissa passed, and I had no choice but to become a daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like when she died, like I had no choice but to keep AJ. He was mine now. He was 1 year old, so it was like I could give him to his grandma. I could raise him. You know what I'm saying? One more. But that's saying I stood up like I want to be a dad because I ain't like I ain't finna let nobody raise my son. I want to see, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta get my life together. Like he ain't gonna lie. When I had AJ, like he really got me together, like for real. Like I was still young and dumb. I ain't gonna lie. Like when like I hate that to say that she passed to get me together, but it really took for her to lead and like, damn, I ain't have no choice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It hurt me. Like I still to the day, like I still be trying, but it's like I know he ain't got nobody but me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That I have more and she bad. Yeah, more. More bad. She still looking at my face now. Mama. Oh, okay.
I don't know. But how the city is, man, it don't look like ain't no really role models. The city crazy, man. Like both of y'all done hit it to Texas. I be seeing the craziest stuff every day. I just be like, ain't no way no man around these dudes. And I bet the dudes that's around these young dudes scared to say something to them. That's so wild now.
Yeah. Well, say something. Hey, what's the question?
You don't even remember.
Say something.
Two-parent household. Like,
2-parent household. How you feel about it?
I feel it's the shit.
Talk.
who's that, Valencia?
It's ballistic.
Oh, they got to be proud.
What's going on?
Yeah.
What up, Ray?
What's going on? We talking about
What up,
like
podcast, Stu?
what's going on?
Hey, Valencia.
We
Hey,
talking about how like most
Tanesha.
of us grew up in a one-parent household versus we are raising our kids with two-parent households. Like
Yeah.
the pros and cons, like the stuff you like with me, I'd be like, I feel like they ain't as independent as we was because they got both these parents. But you know, that's the only thing I see really. They don't see the stuff we seen. They ain't got
I think they more sneaky.
Yeah.
I feel like with a two-parent household, they become.
Yeah.
They gotta, yeah.
There's a balance at everything, right? You need a mom and a dad to make a kid. You need a mom and a dad to raise a kid. They need to see masculinity and they also need to see femininity. You know what I mean? And so in order to be at a balance, it's important that boys get that attention from their fathers and the love from their mothers. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's important that the little girls see their fathers so they can know how to, grow up feeling a little bit more insecure, knowing that, men can't treat them any certain type of way because they got a dad at home who loves them. Right. So, there is a
Raise that
difference for
standard.
sure. And about the independence thing, those are things that we can instill in our children, even in the two-parent household, because I feel like I do that. I have all boys, so I'm not finna be just doing everything for y'all. Y'all finna do everything for y'allself. You know?
Right.
Y'all
Yeah.
y'all finna
It's
raise up to be some good husbands. You
Yeah.
know? And
some kid,
so
every kid different too.
Man.
yeah, that's
They
the
all got
truth.
different
Yeah.
personalities.
One kid, it might be so simple. Next kid, you be like, man, what?
Yep, but I think it's a beautiful thing. It's a covenant thing. You know, I believe in the Lord, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, and marriage and just being in a 2-parent household. It is a covenant. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, stability for your kid too. So
Exactly.
you want the best for your kids.
Right.
We don't want our children raised like us in the hood. You know what I mean? One single parent family household, y'all struggling. It do put a fight in you, but at the same time, it's kind of like, why put them through them other sides of trauma that they don't have to deal with?
Yeah, because ain't nobody else dealing with it.
Right.
Right? Just, you right.
Well, that's just how I feel about it.
Nah, you definitely was on point because that's really what it is. The way we grew up put that fight in us. That's what I be worried about. Like, come on, man. Y'all gonna be a little lazy or y'all gonna have that same fight naturally. I be on them about that. Like, you gotta get it now. You gotta start now. Don't be trying to prolong stuff. You got a son in college now, right?
Yep. He in college and he doing his thing.
Right.
Proud of him.
Our daughter in college too. It's like, it's different.
Who really goes
feel
to
it.
college?
Huh?
Right.
I'm like,
You
who
said-
really goes to college though? You know?
Right.
We ain't see a lot of that, right?
Yeah. So I mean, and those are the habits that we have to make normal. No more baby daddies, having a few of them. And I'm not saying it in a bad way, but I'm just saying like when you raising your children, when you get to a certain age, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like you want the best for your child, and the best for your child is, and then too, like even for you want somebody as a parent, like having that love, that bond. You know what I mean? Somebody who you can grow old with, because let me tell you, we getting older and I'm seeing things a little bit different now.
Yeah, we up there. We getting up there for
Like,
sure.
man, I'm really finna be with dudes my whole life.
Dang, Dad.
No. Like, I don't want to be with nobody else, so I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, we got
Exactly.
this type of love, so.
Right.
Yeah, what you
Love
got to
that.
say about a 2-parent household, Tia?
One sucks and one doesn't. Yeah. Yes. And then again, sometimes both of them suck, depending on what kind of parents.
That's true, too.
Yeah, I ain't thinking about that part.
My mama finna spend the night over here. My bad, I didn't put that on the thing like that. He said,
D, where you at, D?
she said, take that with something.
Big C, what
Take
big C?
my mama Nikki.
Where y'all at? Keanis, you on here? Big
Yeah,
C,
I'm on
you on
here.
here?
Oh, you got
Keanis.
Big C on here too?
Keanis, how you been, little girl?
I'm all right. Just man, what the fuck type of shit is that, man?
What?
My bad. I'm sorry.
She was a little girl when I met her.
Like that.
She's grown.
She a big girl now. She is not a girl.
She beat you all that. You said,
What you think about our topic,
cussing, man.
Keandre?
Stop cussing, D.
Yeah, I had to at times because that was rude.
No, I know, hey, Keanis, you know I never disrespect you.
I didn't take it as no disrespect.
Yeah, don't take it like that. You know how I'm coming at you. You like a little sister. You know how you got down. You was a little girl.
Oh God. She grown now.
She is grown. Doing grown people business. Hey, but y'all need to, can y'all help me get my mama?
Keandre, what do you think about the topic? Being raised in a single parent household.
Y'all got one up in here. This nigga stayed with some.
I was just
Y'all
saying,
can put him
right?
on every episode.
I mean, we put versus raising our kids in a 2-parent household.
Advantages.
But
and
I would just say
disadvantages.
just the advantages and disadvantages of that.
Why you changing? Well, I ain't have a
Your
2-parent
phone loud,
household.
Aaron.
She
I
take
ain't
care
have
of him.
I ain't have a 2-parent household. I just had one.
None-
It was just my mama.
I don't
My
think
mama
none
and
of
my
us
grandma.
did. None of us did.
Yeah, my mom and my grandma.
That's what I
Oh,
had.
okay.
Like
That's
my
what I
daddy wasn't. I seen my dad. Like when I would go to Louisiana and stuff, I would see my dad. But I mean, he wasn't around like that. Like when we would move back to Louisiana, like I would see him a little bit more then, but he still wasn't like really doing a whole lot.
And that's what
But
we was
shoot,
trying to say. Like, is it? We was saying first, is it because of the mass incarceration, or it was just because our fathers didn't want to be present?
Different situation. Hello?
It's different situations.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, so you ain't spoke on yours though.
I mean,
and that was and that goes to what I was saying. Like, you had people who didn't want to be present, and then you had fathers who actually wanted to be present but wasn't allowed to be present. You know, and that's the type of situation I was in where my father wanted to be present but wasn't allowed. And me being wiser once I got older, it was like I didn't take a knock on my mom's because I just know how things are, and I didn't take a knock after I did take a knock on him for so many years, but once I got in front of him and got his story and his message, I didn't take a knock on him ever. I didn't take a knock on him no more. You know, it was cool. I understood because off everything that I did know, he was trying.
Yeah, that remind me of that rapper DDG was on the internet today talking about he can't see his kid, and he was on there
Yeah,
like
like my
she
person's
won't even
fine.
let
Like
him.
not even outside of my mom's. Like my grandma used to be like, "Man, your daddy came over here today. He was looking for you." I'd be gone like a mud. Like when I was a kid, I was always gone. I was never at home. Man, we was bike riding and doing all type of stuff. We was gone. So he used to show up, and when I come back, my grandma be like, "Your daddy came over here looking for you." I'd be like, "Man, fuck, dude," But, and that's how I was. Too. Sorry, that's how I was though.
Man,
And
it
come to
got to a
find
point
out.
I feel like we all was like that.
Yeah, and they got to a point where, and the crazy part about it is when I met him, and like he became like my best friend. That was crazy, but I didn't know no better. I was young, I didn't know no better.
Everybody got a similar story, but a little different.
It is. It's like, and the crazy part about it is we at that age in life where we understand all the stories because we've seen every single different type. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have friends who want to be there for their kids. You have friends who don't want to be there for their kids. You done seen every type of person at this stage in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you get it and it don't bother you as much, but you got to do what you got to do as a person. But
Yeah.
on the outside, you like, okay, I understand because I done seen it every different type. Every different type of dad, from deadbeat to dads who want to be there to dads who are there. You done seen them at this stage in life.
Mine's mine's crazy though, because growing up, dude, like I said, he was always around to a certain age. And I grew up in the same neighborhood where he grew up, right? So I'm seeing the people he grew up with. When last time you seen your dad, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, once I hit like 13, like, man, don't ask me about dude. I ain't seen dude or talked to him in a year. He probably stay 2 miles from me. I got his same name. That's how I
Mhm.
felt for a long time. I ain't really care like that, but it irritated me when they asked. I got the question so much because I'm around all the people he grew up around. It's the same neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It used to be odd. Yeah.
I've
But
seen that type of dad too. That when
yeah,
you get
like once he
when you
had
get a
other
different
kids,
girlfriend, not even
yeah.
just other kids. Once you get a different girlfriend, now you acting funny. I seen
Yeah,
that
he'd
type
come
too.
get me every weekend. I was with dude. Everybody knew him. And then it
Yeah.
just flat out stopped. And it's like, man, what happened? What's the
Now you
difference
get a
now?
new chick. Now it's like it's fuck me. Beep.
unfortunate.
That's
That's
what I feel like
unfortunate.
happened. Honestly, I feel like that's exactly what happened with my situation. And it's like
No, and I've
to
seen
this
those type.
day,
I've seen those types.
yeah, I talk to him every now and then, but sometimes he'll call randomly and I just don't even feel like talking to him. We ain't never really talk about that. We kind of talked about it one year. I voiced what I said about it. He really ain't had nothing to say about it, but it was just like, it was just crazy growing up with it, him always around. You can call him. Then it just was like, it went to the point like this, like I see him in public or something. I get his number. Then when I go use the number changed. I used to be like, and I used to go to my mama never said nothing bad about this man. Never, too. I used to be going to her mad when I hit a certain age. She used to be like, calm down. Like, I used to be like, what's the problem? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Then you hit an age where you really don't care. And then you have your own kids and you just be looking like, how could a nigga not want to mess with their kids like that? Well, this one kid.
Mhm.
Like, I ain't got no bitter feelings now, but I used to be like, sometimes I'd be like, dog.
And I think
Like how
that's what
D
it
said, you be
is. I
like,
think
fuck dude. Like,
when we start to have our own kids and realize, like, dang,
it really hit
how
you.
could you go a day without talking to your kid? Like knowing
Come
you got
on.
a kid out here.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, I just left about a month ago. I went on a cruise. Man, I was driving on my way down to the go get on that goddamn boat, and I had damn near tears in my eyes, thinking my mama baby already. Come on, man.
Yeah, this is crazy. Some people just have
Especially when they
out
young,
here.
like, when when they young and you know when they young, and y'all know when they young and they like follow your every move and love everything that you do, no matter what, no matter what. It's like no matter what I do,
Fun.
this man, come on, man. It's like
It
no
used to
matter
be
what
like
I
that.
do, no
Yeah.
matter what I do, this baby love me to death. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
You in that moment, it's like, how can you not want to be present or not be involved in some way?
Right.
But all our minds don't work alike. It is what it is. All our minds don't work alike, and you know,
Yeah.
all our lives is in a different path. Everybody not the same. Not the
I just
same.
feel bad for the people that didn't have that, like that wanted that and didn't have it.
What you mean?
Like people that wanted relationship with their dads and didn't have it.
Yeah, I sure didn't have it. I was blessed to have older brothers, you know, and they gave me so much knowledge, you know.
They gave
Uh,
us knowledge too. Like, that's what I
Man,
mean about the older dudes we grew up around. Like, you learned so much from them. You really kind of model what you do after them because that's what you seen. Because you don't
yeah.
really know what you're supposed to be doing. So
Mhm.
whatever influence is around, you soaking it up.
And
It could
that's
be the
what
worst influence. You're gonna soak it up. Like,
you gonna soak it up.
what you say, Aaron?
No, nah, conversation.
Man, that nigga over there.
Seriously.
Big C ain't in here.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm here, but you
Big C,
know
why you?
what? I think we
Go ahead.
all have had some degree of it sound like, right? Like not coming from a household where our parent, which was our dad, was absent, right?
You in there. I know.
But like, you know, at least y'all had what y'all had. I ain't had nothing. Let me tell you, being around your other family, being disowned by your father and going through some other stuff, I guess what I'm saying is like with maturity come wisdom. You have to forgive people. They were people too. But I guess even on a more deeper level, look at how other families work across the world, right? They try. They take pride in their families. They have a family unit. They fathers and mothers are in the home. You look at how families run and operate across the whole world. Like, family is number one. You know what I'm saying? We the people that do this crap here in America. And so, I mean, maybe we could be the change of that too. And it kind of sounds like we are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
We definitely are. If you look around,
Yeah. No, we doing what
even
we gotta do.
I know dudes with 5, 6 kids, and I see them out with all of them. I be like, you see a lot of that.
mm-hmm,
They trying. You know what I mean? Like,
mm-hmm.
man, you get them stories about the others, but no.
I'm saying we the ones who do this here. You go over in other parts of the world in Hispanic culture, family is very heavily, you know what I'm saying, strong. You look at the Asian culture, strong. You go to Europe, strong. It's just kind of like, I think just because of our history as a people, obviously, that's why we are the way we are when it comes to our family unit. But we got to get out that slave mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one thing for certain is the fact that we came up without it made us want to be there for ours, and it's changing the narrative of what we came up as. So that narrative is a little different because we came up without. So we gained that mentality of I ain't gonna. I'm gonna make sure my kids have and I'm gonna be there for mine because I didn't have that. So that thing is it's there. It's there.
But I don't even know if we could say that too, because like you think about how stuff was too prior to the civil rights movements. Our family unit was strong.
Yeah, it was way stronger back then.
Our community presence was strong. I don't know what the heck happened, but you know, it sometimes it just take us to be that change. You know, we start with our families, and that's where it started.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna go into too deep into that, but I kind of know what changed. I kind of know what changed. People start freaking off too much and start having babies with people they didn't even know. No, it's for real. Like you having babies with people you don't even really know like that. Like you don't even know her. And you had a one night stand, had a baby, and it's like, man, fuck that baby.
I think that's still going on.
It is, but it's not as heavy.
Facts.
Anthony
Man, that's what's going on.
Anthony Edwards.
It's out there. It's out there, but you got to think back in our generation when we was coming up, that shit was heavy.
No, it was. People find out when they teenagers, they brothers and sisters. I seen that.
Exactly. It's calming down. You're gonna see it still, man. I think that no matter what, years down the line, we can be gone, dead and gone, and you still gonna see it. But the fact that it's not as high as it is right now, we got to take that.
It might be. We just a little older. You got a whole generation. I ain't connected with them. It might be the same.
It might. Well, it might be.
It might be because everybody want to pop pills, you know.
Yeah, but you know, them people, everybody doing but even if you see them younger people, when you on even like on the internet, them people, man, they stepping up and they being dads, dog. The guys are being dads these days, man.
You right though, Daryl. I believe that.
We gotta give these dudes credit, man. These dudes are being dads, man.
They out here being good dads too.
Man, we didn't have that, man. I'm telling you, they out here stepping up. It's good.
And they young too.
That's because it's the same people who didn't have. So they like, man, hell no, I ain't gonna never put my kid through that.
Yeah. Big C.
Hold up. Oh shit.
only person that had a dad in the household
was Big C.
Yeah, like everybody knew Mr. Mills. I think he probably was him and Bo. Bo, I think Mr. Fair. Who else? That's it. On the block, right?
Yep, Mr. Fair.
Pops too. Yeah. Who else? That's it, right?
Yeah,
Pops, Mr. Fair. They all on that one block too. That's it though. That from what I seen.
We had Willie Lee Lampkin.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking like, yeah, because we was way younger.
Willie Lee Lampkin took care of our household.
How you feel about that, Big C? You kind of know. You know how important that stuff is, right? Growing up with that pop. Big C had his father in the house the whole time. Like
he was halfway in the house. He was halfway in the garage the whole time.
Yeah, playing cards and stuff. Like you get to see what men do.
Yeah.
Well, ABC, I got a question for you. I ain't want to be disrespecting nothing. But when I used to slam your ass on the porch, how did your daddy feel? I just want to get to, it's a little harsh situation. When I was to put you on that porch, BC, your daddy, did he cry? Because I was handling you rough on that porch.
Hey,
so you want to get on here and tell lies, bro.
Hey, Big C,
so
when AJ be getting dead like that, when AJ be getting dead like that, Aaron, you be feeling some type of way? That's what you saying?
Yeah, I do. For real, I do. Because I had to treat BC like that. I was hurting. I was hurting bad.
I don't remember none of that. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't recall none of that.
BC needs to put my back on the dirt. I ain't gonna lie. I was to be dusty. Every morning as I wake up and wrestle BC on the porch. I had to get my weight up. But Mr. Man was always right there, though. I heard his son. He was, cry and stuff. I'm like, I ain't gonna do him like that. You better talk to him a little bit, though. I love your dad because he always get me off of you. He talk me off.
Bro, you stupid.
You know what I'm saying? I love you, BC. Don't take me personal. I love you, BC. Your dad taught me off of you, man.
Why they invite this nigga, man?
I don't even know. We supposed to did this earlier in the day with him.
Nah,
No, that
for real.
nigga-
I'm being for real though, man. You know, growing up on Richard Street, though, I ain't gonna lie. If it wasn't for Mr. Mills being there on the real, he showed so much love like a dad, though. For real, like I love Big C dad like a second dad, though. I ain't gonna lie, like he was there. He always showed me and Tay love. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know about anybody else, but he took us fishing with him. You know what I'm saying? My dad ain't never did that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never know nothing about fishing and going. You know what I'm saying? Going with Big C daddy. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, like my daddy had. BC daddy always like, come on, I'll take y'all, let's go. We roll with BC daddy. You know what I'm
And
saying?
see, you
Like Big
still
C
Big
daddy
C
show love.
and just stuff like that. You still go fishing, don't you, Big C? See, I ain't never even been fishing. Like my pops never showed me that. Like stuff you gonna show your
Big
kids.
C took us fishing.
He showed it.
Big C took us fishing. That's what I said.
I ain't never
The thing for his daddy showed
Yeah,
his
first
love.
time the only time I ever fished we was with Big C.
Swear to God.
He learned from his
Nobody
daddy.
knew
Like
about
think about
fishing
it. That's
besides
crazy.
Big C.
We brought the fish.
That's why I love Mr. Mills. Like, man, he was always there. Especially when I dropped that whole case of Mr. Boston on tour. Ooh, your daddy was so boy, he was party. He was party. He said, nigga, I ain't never your daddy gave you a hug so hard. I thought that was my daddy. You know what I mean? He said, he said, boy, you saw it out. I got that case of Mr. Boston. I ain't gonna lie, I have to be in the alley, man. Your daddy, you know what, BC? I love your daddy so much, dog. I swear to God, it hurt me when he passed, dog. He was like a second dad to me. I ain't gonna lie. Mr. Mill always was there. If I need some help fixed, I'll go to his garage. Like Mr. Mills, he gave it to me. Mr. Mills, that's all I has to hear from me. I know you got tired of him. Mr. Mills.
You got tired of your ass.
He always got tired of me. Mr. Mills, I mean, my brakes are going, put around the alley. You know, your daddy didn't talk too much, but you know what he said.
He's a man of few words.
Yeah, he a man of few words, man. Big C, daddy was that nigga, though. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Big C a man
I
of few
miss,
words.
I miss.
I was about to say,
Like, out of
shit, you like
everybody
that?
was,
Nah,
I
hey,
miss Mr. Mills. Mr.
but
Mills.
like people know when Big C say something, he mean it though.
Yeah,
If he do say something, like
I miss Mr. Mills, though. I ain't
I
gonna lie.
remember that.
Big
I
C.
remember that nigga AV said nigga they was about to throw him over there one time with a motherfucker. Big C came out there and said, "Bring your bitch ass off the porch."
Hey, when he
Yeah,
said that,
I'm finna whoop
everybody
Big C.
froze. It's like 50 people out there. When he said that, everybody turned and looked at him like, "Oh yeah, it's real." Like it got,
It's real.
it got quiet. Like, "Oh yeah, it's about to go down." He said
Everybody
so.
gotta look and see what's going on. Who finna get whooped?
Yeah.
But
You
Big
can
C, I
watch
ain't
the
gonna lie,
Big C,
man.
Big C, like I said, we had them four people that was fathers on the block.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
nobody else
Mr.
had
Mills,
that.
the father figure to the hood. He showed love. Even though he didn't say much, but you go to his garage, you can get any tool, anything from it. He gonna give it to you.
Hello,
Just because.
Tanesha, what you do?
You heard me, BC? Your daddy was that dude, man. I love him for that, man. I miss him. I love the shit out your daddy. Like, man, that was second pops.
What you do? She ended it.
You heard me, BC?
I hear you.
Man, you my motherfucking little big brother, because I'm beat your ass when I see you, because you never let me hold that.
Right. This nigga, man, you always on some bullshit.
Fuck you, D. Hey, I'm whooping your ass, BC. I ain't even lie to you.
I'm glad you said with the big C. I thought you was gonna say that to me.
Come on, we gone. All right, come on.
Nigga, get out, find some things.
Man, fuck your house. Somebody pissing here.
Get your baby, nigga. Get out.
My daughter more like,
Change a diaper.
Hey, you better not be having that baby out here, motherfucker, with no motherfucking diaper, nigga.
my daughter don't wear that.
Nah, but her daddy do. What up?
Yeah, he needs
Let's get the
one.
fuck out this house before somebody go to jail.
Yeah, you.
We gonna go to jail on this motherfucker tonight.
What say that?
Look out for my mama. She sleep
Man, I
down.
ain't heard Tay say shit.
What say that?
He probably drunk as a motherfucker too.
Hey, Tay sleep, nigga. Don't worry about it.
I told you.
Holding this nutsack.
You
Come on,
motherfucker came in time and this motherfucker put Tay to
All
sleep.
right, White Hakeem. I'm gonna holler at you, baby. Live your life, nigga. Hey, fuck this household. This house stink. Let's go. Man, my bad.
Click him off, man. He tripping, man.
Man, I told you, I don't know y'all invited that nigga, man.
I'm sorry, Ray. I'm leaving right now. I'm sorry. Let me get off.
What happened? What happened?
You ain't heard none of that, huh?
I would never say none of this.
Your daddy,
Apologize.
your daddy out.
Hey, I gotta get off this because somebody took my stuff.
Your daddy out.
I thought it said.
Oh, don't cry.
Man, we gonna call us back, AB. You got the link.
Oh, what's wrong with your guy, Ray?
Man, I don't know. He just started snapping.
What happened?
Man, you got to telling them how they house stank and shit.
Oh man.
So I was like, come on, let's get up out of here. This house smells like pig.
Okay. All right. So
Hey, we got a new guest here, y'all.
we have a new guest.
Where we at? Who's in there?
We got Shaquita in the building.
Oh shit. What do we do?
We was talking about. It always get legs. We start talking about different stuff.
Man, only because of AB.
Yeah, he just throw everything. You know, dog, crazy.
You got to send him an invite, and then what you got to do is after he answered the question, you got to end him.
AB need his own show, like he said. What did he say? The name was gonna be nigga shit.
Nigga shit. Like who the? But the crazy part about it is when you think about it, it's gonna be some type of people who want to listen to that.
Yeah, it is. Nah, it's a wide range. Like,
Buddy,
Not just that, it's gonna be them people that's older who pretty much like AB. AB ain't the only person who like that at that age.
Keandre's be acting like that.
Acting like what? What I be acting like?
Trying to make sure you still there. She said,
Yeah.
yeah.
What was the topic? It was being raised in a single parent home and raising our kids in a two parent home. We was talking about the advantages and the disadvantages of that.
But it get legs. We start talking about.
Okay.
Niggas start talking about they daddies. It's just way, you know.
But you know the crazy part about it, you know that's not wrong because the daddy is a key part of that household.
Yeah. Her mic low. It is. It's definitely a key part. We was talking about like people wanting to be in the kids' lives versus incarceration. All kind of different stuff. Like D's story gonna be different from my story, Aaron's story different. But the fact is, when none of them really around like that. I said D's story way different though. Like Aaron's story different because he down in Texas with his pops now.
And his pops
like, it ain't clicking. He don't even feel it, and he still got all the feelings. And
Yeah,
I said you got to have them conversations with him, and that shit gonna be there until you talk to him about it. Oh,
you know, and that's one of the things too. Like this, what he dealing with right now is like it's one of those things with communication. That's a key in every aspect in life, from friendship to relationship to marriage to children and parents, whatever. It's communication is everything, bro.
It definitely, yeah.
You can't be afraid to speak up, you know. And like I say, is when you were a child and you speaking to a parent, and like I said, he grown, but like I said, told him when you talking to your pop, it ain't about what you say, it's how you say it. You know, you don't have to come to him disrespectful and be like, man, you ain't never did shit for me or nothing like that. You don't gotta do it like that. You know, you just gotta let him know how you feel, where your heart at, and where y'all at right now. And if he decide to change, he decide to change. If he don't, then you gotta take it from what you gotta take it from there.
Yeah, true. I don't hold no grudges with my pops, but I feel like he still can fuck with his grandkids. My bad. I keep cussing. That's just what I feel like. Like they know who he is, but they don't know him. They ain't never been to his house. The older two have, because of what I was doing. I was trying to bring them around him. You know what I mean? But he never made the effort to come around them. Like my daughter got his number. She gonna call him. But
I think it's different with daughters.
but she'll call him and he still won't show up. then that make me feel some type of way. She don't ask you for nothing. She'll show up to my graduation. You don't show up. That make me feel some type of way. Like, she don't even ask you for nothing. Just showing you her graduation, come to it, or
See,
two of them. Like, stuff like that, it bother me, where then I got to speak up. And I tell them, don't ask nobody to come to nothing. Don't ask him to come to nothing. Like, he could have came, or he could have told you, I can't make it. I'd have respected that more. But to say, yeah, you going to do it and don't. Like, nah, you ain't got nothing going on. You ain't got no little kids. You just going to work every day. You got time.
Yeah, you do.
A sensitive topic.
It's very sensitive. It's very
It
sensitive.
is.
Time is just showing up. They not asking you for nothing, just to show up.
You know, that was one of those things. Oh, you go ahead.
My question to that is, for parents who didn't show up in their child's life, how do you expect it to be different for the grandchildren? How do you expect them to have made a difference? Somebody need to mute.
You're right.
We hear your phone.
Yeah, I ain't me.
Difference, like I say, when I was growing up, like, I cared. It'd be times where he ain't showing up. Or we all had each other. So you would go months. I don't even think about him.
Right.
So it really wasn't no big deal like that. But as I got older, I think about all the situations I got in. I never had that male role model telling me stuff. That's why I be on my kids like that. Like, if I'd have had somebody, I had a couple of the older dudes that'd tell me, hey, don't do this. This was going to happen. It'd go in one ear out the other. But when it happened, they face would pop up in my head, and I'd be like, dang, he told me that was going to happen if I did X, Y, Z. I don't even know why I wasn't thinking of it at the time. But, like, I feel like a father in the house, I feel like I'd have really listened to him. He'd have just even pulling up like, hey, you got to do this and do that. I think it would have stuck more. That's just my opinion. Like,
I think my question more so is, like, when you say that, your dad doesn't show up for, like, your kids' events and stuff like that, when they ask, when you say it make you feel a little bit away, I get it, because it's your kid. You want, somebody to show up for them. But really, with the expectations that you have of that parent that didn't show up for you in those situations, why do you feel away when they don't show up? Like, it's already disappointed you once.
Nah, because, like, when I was young, I never expected that.
Okay.
Like, none of the events I never even thought it. Like I say, like, we all had each other, so it was never even a thought. It wasn't even a void. I didn't feel a void. It's just like when I got older, I feel like I missed some stuff. But if my daughter communicating with you, when you answer the phone, she called and you say you're going to do something and you don't, she not asking you to give her no money, no nothing. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday morning. Just show up, even if you show up for 10 minutes.
So she's saying, why we expect it to be any different?
I feel like people who you messed up with me. Why not? You didn't mess up with it's just me. You got 2 more kids after me. Right? They raised in the house with you, so that's going to be different. But, like, they even grown now. So it's like, you got a granddaughter, you got an older grandson, you got 4 grandkids. I'm pretty sure your wife, son, kids, you show up for them, because that's what people normally do. Like, that's just how it go. And I know that because I be running into, conversation with people. It's like, you could do that. Look, that ain't even nothing to ask for. Show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's simple.
I guess the question.
I don't get mad about it. I just be like,
no, I think he answered.
Okay.
I kind of be like, but me, I never expected that
it as
me.
Yeah, because he had other people.
Yeah, I ain't expected. I see my guys, my cousins now, and we good. I'm not even thinking about pops. That's just what it was. Like,
I think it's more of that, the fact that she's reaching out to him and she's having conversations.
Yeah, he's not reaching out to her. It's her reaching out to him.
In your aspect, I wasn't even talking to you, so I didn't expect you to show up. Right. Now, the fact that she is speaking to you and she's talking to you and you saying, I'm going to do it, is different. Like, I wasn't even looking to talk to you. I ain't care. I was already in my motion.
Like, so I wouldn't even know she inviting. I'd be like, who you invite? Oh, I called my granddad. Who? My dad. Yeah. Oh, he said I'm like, I hope you do. Yeah. That'd be cool. Yeah. Then after, it's in my mind. It probably ain't even in her mind though, but mine, I'm like, dude, then show up. Like, yeah. I don't hold it for long. It'd be like that day, like, man, or that couple minutes. It ain't really no big deal. I just be like,
yeah, but it still make you feel away.
Yeah, she might not even be feeling away though. She might just be like, she's happy that all the other people showed up. She embracing them, so it might not even be in her head like that. It's just in mine. No.
So then with me, I felt like it got to me personally, but then that's the
other topic that we had, therapy. So what therapy has taught me is to not feel a certain way if your children is not feeling a certain way. Like if they don't care, then you shouldn't care. Only if they care, then you should care. And then like when I looked at it that way, then I let my feelings go. Because otherwise I was like, why am I so mad? But you don't even
Because
care.
Yeah, she happy.
it's
Her
your
cousin's
inner
there.
child. It's your inner child
Her
doing
best
it.
friend.
Yeah.
And it's
That's exactly what it is.
yeah, it's like a second hand
Mhm.
or trigger,
Right.
really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, anybody else could have not showed up. I wouldn't even. It
You
wouldn't have
wouldn't
been a
thought
big. It was
twice
just
about
me
it.
with
It's
him.
him.
It's my
It's
issue with
him.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But ain't really no issue. But in that aspect, he created one.
That's why one thing I always do in life, and no matter who it was with, it's with anybody that I'm dealing with, and it's like no matter what, I never ever commit to something that I'm not sure I can make.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't.
the way to go about
I
it.
don't. I
But what
just
you say? I'll try to make it, or I don't know for sure.
no. I don't. I say I don't say I won't. I won't say I won't. I won't say I'll try none of that. Like recently, Twyla asked me. She said, "Yeah, next month on this day we got this." I said, "Well, I don't know. Just reach out to me closer to that date." She said, "What you mean? You ain't gonna?" I said, "I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do that because I got a whole problem if I tell you right now that in 45 days that I can make it to this. No, I'm no.
You dead ass serious?
Reach out to me. Reach out to me closer to that date, and I can guarantee you if I can make it or if I can't. Right now, you can't give me no 2-month
You
window
gonna
and be like,
forget.
no, yeah, I can't do that. And I just never ever I never do that. People be like, yeah, can you do? No. Get to me closer on that date.
Give me 7 days notice.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. I could do you 2 weeks. Anything besides that, I'm not answering it. I won't even answer it. You can't get me the answer.
I feel you on that. Tanisha be like, you said, I don't even
And you
remember
don't
what
even
you
remember.
talking about. Like,
Yeah. No, I'll be like, nah, I can do a 2-week window. Anything more than that, I cannot do. I won't do it. I won't
she be
answer.
like, you ready? Ready for what? What happened? I told them I was going to take them to
We got a whole
No, you
Apple
said we
calendar.
was supposed to go here. I'm like,
Dang,
I
y'all
don't be
share
looking
that.
at that.
We got a whole calendar. Even
Do
if
it
you
got
had
a
a calendar,
reminder.
feed,
Do it
even
got
if
the
you got your
alarm.
calendar in your iPhone,
Show
you
them how to set the alarms.
still can't do it, huh, D?
Set the alarms.
I
No,
can
you
do it. I
can't. You
do it
can't.
more now.
No,
I
I
do it more now.
don't want.
And I look at it every day now.
Put it like this. I don't want my life controlled by that calendar. I'd rather control it by my mind. Because that
It's
calendar
just a
ain't that
reminder,
calendar.
not
No.
I ain't gonna lie.
That calendar not gonna save my ass if I'm in trouble. It's not.
What?
The calendar can't do nothing for me. It can't. Because what if I'm in that stage? Like I'm one of them people where I don't be on my phone like that. So if I'm just at the house and I ain't on my phone, I ain't been on it in like a couple days. Just imagine if it's just sitting on the counter. That means, guess what? That calendar is not working.
No. We are in an era where everyone is on their phone all day.
No, not me.
I don't see you going a couple days without answering that.
No, I don't. I leave the house sometimes and I leave it sitting on the counter. They be like, why do you leave your phone sitting
They
in
even
here? I be
got
like,
digital calendars now where you could just put it on the fridge or on
yeah, no, I'm good on that.
even Alexa. You got
Hey, Alexa. Hey, today is.
And the crazy part about it is I got the Alexa, that little TV thing. I only use it to play music.
Candace, have you set up your Alexa that you got for Christmas?
No, I haven't.
That's crazy.
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
see
need
what I'm
to.
saying?
Continue.
Only thing you could do with that is play music.
Crazy.
Nah, she would give you
You already
reminders
said
every
only
day.
thing you could do with that is play music.
No,
That's what I
you
do
can
with
set a
it.
timer. You can. It's plenty
I
stuff. But
don't
look,
like.
why am I
I don't
promoting
like
it?
them
When
because
I'm in
that
the
one in the
bathroom,
kitchen
like,
start playing music for no reason.
no, mine is in the
No,
bathroom.
if you running water, like it think you cooking, so it'll just start music
That's
for
weird.
you.
Yeah, mine don't do that. Like mine is in the bathroom. I'd be like, Alexa, play this station, and it play it, and I just get ready, and that's it. Besides that, I don't use it for nothing else. Unless somebody come to the front door and be like, the Ring doorbell connected to it. Besides that, that's over.
Keanu ain't looked theirs up yet.
That's insane.
I need to do it. I got a new garage thing. I need to set
We're
it.
not talking about the new garage. We
But
talking about
listen. I know, but I need to set my app up on my phone because I can also put it on my Alexa as well. So I need to set them up.
It was
I
stopping
be
you.
tired. Shit, I'm tired now.
Tell me.
Tell me.
True. Sitting over here looking real cross-eyed.
You tired?
What time is it? Oh, man, I've been drinking for 2 days.
It's 11:10.
I feel like I
needed a drink. Did you see my text message?
Friday.
I did, because how that even happen?
My God.
What?
My God.
What you say?
Talk about Quita.
So let's bring this back to this parenting thing, right? I'm gonna try to tie what I got going on.
There you go.
There's two household parents. And I feel, Ray, are you your oldest sibling? Are you?
No.
No, you're okay.
No, I'm not.
But Tanesha, you are for the most part with your mother. Okay.
Fortunately, I wish I had an older sibling.
Me too. Me too. At this point, let's talk about how when you don't have a 2-parent household, right?
Mm-hmm.
How those older siblings sometimes end up, unfortunately, taking that role of what that other parent should have
Right.
done.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nah. That's
that
Talk
is
about the responsibility of it.
You grown before you grown.
Yeah, you are.
before you grown.
Yeah. You a parent when you ain't a parent.
You a parent when you ain't a parent. You are more responsible. That's why I said you learn to be more
Stronger all
resilient,
over.
stronger, all of that when you're raised in a single parent home. And you take on a lot of responsibility. A lot of your younger
watch that?
siblings look at you.
That new episode of Raising Kanan?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I did.
That episode got deep where they was talking about their dad, and the oldest son was like, their dad killed himself when he was young, and he was like, I felt like I love my dad, but I feel like he was a coward because when he did that, it forced me to have to be the man of the house and do stuff I shouldn't have had to do. What was that?
Oh, no, that's somebody.
That's me on my phone over here.
I'm like, but
My
it's
bad,
the
go
same
ahead.
thing. It forced him. He was the oldest. He said he had to step up. Like, well, watch that episode. It's like the same thing. Like I had to step up and a little sister and a little brother. Moms needed help. I had to do shit I wasn't supposed to have to do at that age.
Yeah.
And he was like, I looked at my dad as a hero. My dad was a boxer. I used to see him put dudes down with his hands. So I'm looking at him like I'm feeling like his mom. That episode was deep. I was feeling it because how he talked about his dad was just crazy. Like, y'all need to watch that. But he had to grow up early because of what happened. So he got to take care of them. He had to be a man before he was a man. Just like siblings, they got to be a mom. They ain't even got kids. Everybody's seen that in our community though. Like,
yeah.
Yep. Got that older sister chasing around these little kids. Mama at work. She got to work 2 jobs. It happens.
Definitely.
Yeah. So what you got to say? You looking?
No,
it's stressful.
I'm looking at Tanesha. Yeah.
What do you do with that?
It's stressful. How do you carry that? Yeah. When it's like, when it's like that's not your responsibility, having to. And if you step away, then what's the?
If you step away, your siblings might resent you later for that.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, though. But then at the same time, though, Quita, I was thinking about this earlier. I'm like, so when stuff like this pops off and then, she looking for you to kind of help her.
In general. Let's talk in general.
Yeah. When people,
So like when stuff pop off and they I don't know.
That tickled you. Hold on.
I'm confused. What?
Talking in general.
I'm tired. Look.
Okay, well, I don't need to say it then.
say what you gotta say. Just
I'm just saying, so like, okay, if you are being that parent figure to your younger sibling or whatever, and your parent kind of expecting you to like step in and like do roles like that, or they sometimes look to you for roles like that. When you do take the initiative to do something, i.e., be a disciplinarian, and you do it, and then they come back at you for it, I don't think that that's right. So don't look for me to help with anything if when I do discipline them or try to set them straight in any kind of way, then you getting into it with me over it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's some bullshit.
very much so.
Yeah, you calling on me, you got to let me handle it how I'm going to handle it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just
And I was thinking about that today. I'm like,
No, put it down.
Because there's a lot of people out here that have to take on that role.
definitely
A lot of
will.
family.
Yeah.
And then when you say when you leave, when you don't want to do that role no more, you just like, I'm done. And then they're gonna resent you. Like, why you leave me? Like that was your responsibility.
Yeah,
It's
and it
not
wasn't.
it wasn't
but
your
that
responsibility.
situation crazy. Like, you know me, so you know how I'm going to handle it. That's just like, say you get into a situation in the streets. You call that one cousin, stuff might go to the news. So you know it ain't even that serious enough to call him.
You
So
know
don't
your
call
people.
him. Don't call me if this ain't going
You
this
know
way.
your people. I know
It's
if
the
I
same
call
type.
you, this what we about to go do.
Yeah, you know I ain't finna
I got
play.
that.
I'm not finna play.
Yeah,
So
that's
don't
me.
come criticizing me after I do what I do.
Exactly right.
Yeah, you call me, it's code red. Don't
Why
call
you
me
do
so
all
it's
that? Like,
You knew what I was about to do before you called me. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's
I hate that. I hate
That's a
that.
hard one. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do with that.
I definitely think that
Do you try and then fall back if it just don't go your way?
I think I honestly think that you set boundaries. I feel like the space that I'm in, because I'm actually eldest on both sides when you look at my mom and my dad. So I've been, going.
You got my phone.
I've been just kind of trying to be a leader, in the role that I am. So that holds a lot of weight, right? Because like, okay, if my sister do this, I can, be a leader and go along with, not go along with it, but like, try to minimize my fuck ups, that's being, I'm sorry.
Late.
Very late.
She been late all night.
Because ultimately I am someone's role model. I have been someone's role model. When you look up to me, as your older sibling, I lead the way. But then also trying to set boundaries with, our parents in this generation. I feel like a lot of us are raising our parents. Ain't that what we say, Candace? Like, Candace told me the other day, I'm raising this one over here. You got to do you, baby.
I can't raise another one.
Hold on.
I cannot raise another one.
I feel like this generation is setting a tone with, our parents that they haven't had to feel before. Like when I set a boundary with you, you're not used to it because you didn't do it with your parents. It's unfamiliar to you.
Yeah.
So definitely setting boundaries in that space. Like, oh no, I'm just a sister. I'm not your disciplinary right now. I'm not your mediator right now. I'm not your counselor. I'm not Shaquita the social worker right now. I'm Shaquita the sister in this moment out the roof.
Oh, I get that.
And you got to do what you got to do, because when
you don't want to mix it.
When I put the roles on before,
why you doing
there
that?
was conflict. There was conflict. So
I get that.
Yeah. So I think it's a part of setting boundaries now, and they don't like it, especially our parents, because it's like, I'm still your parent. You help me because I'm helping you by showing you your consequences. You gotta roll with them consequences, just the same way you showed me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a never ending cycle. So yeah, this older sibling thing is hitting me. it's hitting me on both sides for real, because yeah, Yeah, everybody got their issues.
Sometimes I just
Pulling
like, can
every
I
way
just get
from
an
you.
older sibling? Sometimes I can just rely on like.
You my older sibling, Tanesha.
I'll just.
I don't know if you knew that, but
But where my older sibling at?
Maybe Kiara. Was Kiara your older sibling?
Okay, where you at?
Because I need you. Call me here.
I got an older brother, but we never had situations like that. Like my mama was always on top of everything. If anything, he had to try to check me for stuff I used to do. I used to really try to do what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And he used to always say something. If my mama feeling some type of way, he'd say something to me, but I'll be like, what, you gonna do something? I don't know. You got her rating act?
Yeah.
I was like 10 times worse. He think he the toughest dude around here.
He is.
Trey like 6'1". This boy still think he can do something with him. Like, and Trey just be looking at him like, dog, if I speak to you, mama gonna be mad. Like, it was the same type of way. It's just a different type of kid. My brothers say something to me, we get into it. But it's just like, I ain't got time for that. That's how I feel like he used to feel sometimes. Right. But it was never nothing serious like that. So.
Yeah, mine was serious. I get it. Being that being responsible for a lot of that, you get tired of it, and then eventually you just want to like, okay, I'm done.
It's like put on
and
you.
Then you just wipe
you
your
ain't go
hands.
to class and say, this is how you supposed to be as an older sibling. And you really don't know what you're doing either. Like some parents don't know what they're doing with them first kids.
And they don't.
Yeah.
And, it's a learning curve for everybody, but I didn't take on that role. I would have had my own kids. You know what I'm saying? No, seriously. Seriously. And that's why when you go back to the topic, which is, about two-parent households, when you go back to the topic about two-parent households, it's like, yeah, especially if you have an older sibling, if there's more than one child in the house, like, I shouldn't have taken on that role.
Nah, it shouldn't. It's important though.
And then when you don't want to take on that role, your siblings need to understand that that was never your responsibility in the first place. And you just, it's just hard to explain that.
No, it's hard to explain it to a child.
Yeah, when they looking at you like,
because
then they think you abandoned them.
They want to be like you. They're trying to do everything you do. Nobody trains you on how to handle that.
I say it's hard to explain to a child, but I never had to explain it to an adult. But when you think about, the eldest growing into adulthood, and you still have these children, and it's like, how do I want to say it? It's like you still have to meet them where they are.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Some people still don't understand. Yeah. I don't want to say, well, not comprehend, but like still try to understand where you're coming from. Empathy, maybe?
I think that with kids or like with children, right? When you think of an older sibling, you still think of like, when we say, where was our older sibling? We looking for that protection. We looking for that, that guidance in that older sibling. So to explain it to a child, like, yeah, I know that I'm supposed to be your guidance and, your role model in this kind of way, but still in all, that doesn't make me a parent tonight.
Right.
It was it was like the question that was asked to me tonight was like, oh, how do you feel about being a parent? I said, I'm not a parent. I'm not a parent. Let's make it really clear. You have a parent. I want you to know that. Like, yeah. I want you to know that's not what I'm doing. So, and then my kitchen was set on fire. So that's it.
That's crazy.
Woo.
How?
I just walked y'all through my kitchen on FaceTime.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
What you mean on fire?
Stewards,
a pot or a pan caught fire? Yeah, we just seen it. We was talking about how nice it was. What you mean?
What's burned?
Caught fire?
I'm gonna need you to take another sip.
You don't even take another sip. No.
What's burned?
It's I'm stressing, but it's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's just, my stove is closer to my refrigerator now. So the stove caught flames. Everything was just like so close, getting the smoke down. I'm like, I just paid my home insurance this morning. Like, it was too many emotion going on.
Had to walk out the crib for a minute, huh?
I dropped everybody the fuck off.
Did you for real?
I dropped everybody the fuck off. Home to your own parent. Sorry,
I was about to say, why that sound like that?
Sorry, I hit the robot. But yeah, everybody got dropped.
That's wild. I couldn't even picture me telling Ray to do some stuff with Raiden because he look at him as a big brother. He not gonna respect him as an adult because they so used to the way they interact.
Right.
So that'll never work, even if I wanted it to work.
What if you had no choice? Like
it wouldn't work. He had to physically beat that boy up.
Think about Tiana. I'm like, why don't you take your brother somewhere? She was like, Mama, they don't listen to me.
She come back. We leave now. She calling us because they just like they boys. They finna play. They don't care what you talking about till we step in and say something. What you got to say about that, Trey? Yeah, so it'd be like I don't know how that would work.
I guess that's different in the 2-parent, huh?
Yeah,
they so used to that their whole life. It's like
they ain't gonna never expect that.
That's crazy. 2-parent versus that 1-parent. That's what I'm saying.
It's
like
different.
Yeah,
everything about it is different.
So they more independent.
Yeah,
certain stuff, man. We grew up. My mama say, "You gotta do what he say," even if I felt like I was tougher than him. All right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That wouldn't apply in my household.
Yeah.
They'd be like, yeah, okay, as soon as I leave, they finna test them. They gonna test them out.
Right. All right.
They definitely gonna test them out.
Right.
It's a struggle. I think that we need a support group. We need a support group for the eldest siblings in the household because it's a little ghetto on this side.
Right.
Yeah, that father and mother dynamic, I feel like it's different. I just know I think I would have been completely different growing up with that.
Yeah. You know, I heard you say something earlier that I wanted to kind of touch on when you talked about your father's kids and you said like he had a wife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that household. I think that we could only, and I'm just speaking from my perspective, right? Because my dad is, married with a wife, and I look as a kid, right? You look into what you see from the outside. You look into what you see from the outside and say, like, oh, well, I didn't have that. He's showing up to all the games for, those kids in that household. Where was my games and where was my? But I also think that there's a different struggle that kids that are in a 2-parent household have to kind of deal with because one, I see this character of what I have on like occasions.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the real in the household, if that makes sense. And that trauma hits you a little different because it was in your face. When like opposed to me, I could have heard about it. Opposed to you, it was
you right there.
You right there.
You got the firsthand experience.
You got firsthand experience. Yeah, that's good, right? So it's like you can't say that they don't have they had it better when you don't know what they're dealing with internally.
I don't know, but I know shit. Nobody showed up. We was just talking about this, and me and Wayne used to get on the city bus and go to our own games. Not a person, not a mama, not an auntie. Nobody came to our games. So we and that wasn't even a thing of thinking, oh, they should come to our games. But now when you go to these kids' games, everybody there.
Right.
But no, that wasn't a thing about it. And I don't know. Like I had a good relationship with him even when he first got with her. I used to go over there all the time. I remember going over there once and looking on the wall and it's wedding pictures. Her two sons in a suit, he in a suit, they got married. I'm like, when y'all get married? Like
crazy.
That type of stuff I remember. But it didn't stick to me like that as a kid. It was just like, damn, why I couldn't be in the wedding? That's what I thought when I seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just different. So I never I don't know how they grew up. I don't know their struggles because I really don't communicate with them. And that void is really because he wasn't bringing me around them.
That's crazy.
It ain't for me to bring myself around them at them ages. So
that's crazy.
I don't know their struggles.
So my youngest brother, I love him down. You know what I'm saying? I don't doubt that, he loved me and that if he need me, he'll ever call me for anything. But we don't have the communication that me and all my other siblings have. And it's like, we're not the cause for that. And so, but he was a child that was born into what became a marriage. And there was not a parental figure guiding me into how to accept this child, right? That I'm kind of looking at like, oh, where you come from? Mm-hmm. There was, no conversations in regard around that or whatever. But as an adult, I kind of see like, oh, it wasn't, the grass wasn't greener.
But that's why I shout out a lot of dudes I see when they really be trying to keep all their kids like twice a week or something. They got to have all their kids and they have them together so they got that bond. Yeah. I see a lot of dudes doing that, and I feel like that's important. You wouldn't have a void if y'all was around each other 4 times a month like that. Like you're around your cousins and stuff like that. You're around your sibling like that. You don't have that void. And that's on the fathers, honestly. Like, because I always sit there and think about, like, what if I had a outside kid with how my dynamic is? I feel like a sucker if I didn't bring that kid, go get that kid. Like if I had a kid before we met or something, and I'm not going to get them, they don't know they little brothers or something. I feel like I don't know. I just look at it different.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of kids, people that don't do that. I see a lot of people that do. Like, they got to know each other. Like, I see my brothers, we'll talk for a minute, but I don't know them like that. That's weird. That ain't odd, though. They look like you and everything. You don't even know them. And then if y'all grew up together like that, y'all probably be the tightest. You know what I mean?
Candace, you still on here?
Yeah.
I heard her snort.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did not.
Candace, you have siblings that are a part of a marriage, don't you?
Look just like them. We all look just a looking like, and I barely know them. I mean, I seen them every now and then when I was like little, and then when my dad died, we actually became like a little bit closer. Like, I even like went to my brother that's under me, his wedding, but we don't really have no relationship like that because I don't know, we just didn't grow up together. Yeah. I guess when I was like a little like 3, 4 or whatever, I used to be when we lived in Louisiana, I would be at my daddy's house when he was married to that lady, but I didn't grow up knowing him like that. So,
D, you still on here?
I think he got off.
He got off.
I think Big C's still on here.
Big C.
Yeah. I think Chris is on here.
What did he say?
Chris.
I thought he said.
Chris, you on here, Chris?
No, he ain't.
Yeah, Big C, all his siblings, he got brothers. They all grew up together.
Yeah.
You different because, like, I don't know, you grew up closest with your cousins, like, than your blood brothers. I got 2 blood brothers. People don't even a lot of people don't know I got an older brother. Like,
did not
like Ray got a
like
brother.
the people I grew up with, they know my older brother. Everybody know him, but like my 2 younger brothers, nobody know I got them, and it's like I be forgetting about it. It's crazy for real because he's like, and then grow up around him like that, and that's sad. Like, probably Jack just like him. Probably be your best friends if you knew each other like that. You don't. So then when you see him, it'd be odd. You'll sit there and talk for a second, and it'd be like, well, all right, good to see you. That shit is odd. Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah, it ain't even on you. You just ain't. You don't know him like that.
Yeah. I don't even know how many siblings I got, so I don't even.
I'm finna send your daddy this link. So
I can't even.
There's a group message with all your siblings in it. Are you not a part of it?
No, I'm not a part of it. But yeah,
I'll include you.
But I understand, like, when you was saying, like, how you'll see, like, a certain part of your dad's family that's going to certain events for them or whatever. But like, as a kid, I guess you'll remember stuff like that. If even though you don't know their situation, you'll still feel some type of way.
Because you don't, as a kid, you don't comprehend. You don't understand.
You don't understand. But when you get older, you know, then you'll start seeing like what it really was and understanding what
the grass wasn't green.
Yeah.
And it's not to say it like that. Like, you know, I wish you had the best.
Mm-hmm.
But I could have been a little bit worse if it was right in my face. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah. Affects you in different ways you wouldn't even know.
Yeah. So.
I get what you don't know what the household was like.
You don't know what it was, you know? You on the outside looking in.
Everything ain't always
as a kid
smooth.
looking like, okay, I'm not getting this, I'm not getting that.
Like, hold on.
But you don't
you
know
got
what,
the whole but I ain't got not even that.
Yes.
So but then when you grow up, it's like, okay.
Yeah. See, I ain't never, I don't know. The way, like I wish Dina was the way we grew up. I don't even think we thought about our dads like that because it was like a group of like 15 of us at all times going, just doing different stuff. So it was never like a void of that. It's just like when you get older, you just know if I'd have been shown this or told a certain way sternly, because once you hit a certain age, your mama saying stuff is a little different than your daddy would be saying stuff. That's just what I feel like with boys, especially.
Yeah.
Boys gonna try you at a certain age. Like, I don't know. I feel like girls too, though.
Why y'all got it looking like Thailand up in here?
Oh, that's her.
I want to go.
We want to go back.
How
do you feel about us living over there?
I'm moving too.
Me too.
Cool.
I'm going too.
I'm sorry, man, because I'm just kind of changed the subject. I seen these little things in the sky, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, she was just talking about Thailand.
I was.
You gotta go to Bali first, though.
I'm ready when y'all are. I'm depositing.
A couple before you gotta. That's a lot of spots. You gotta go to first.
I'll send y'all the invite. It's not this year. It's going to be next year. Bali in February 2025. That's what we are putting together right now. It's not together, but this is my introduction to it. So February 2025.
Valentine's.
We do stuff in June, July, November, February. We don't have nothing planned. It ain't nobody's
I don't
graduation.
Care.
I'm just saying, you know.
You said as long as it's hot.
The way these flights looking.
The flights are going to be the bulk of.
It's so irritating.
I'm flying first class.
I'm like, why aren't these flights cheap right now?
Because they is falling out the sky.
Exactly. Like, give me some cheap flights.
It's crazy.
But no, let's do it. Let's do it.
But yeah, we seriously been talking about overseas. So it's probably a long term. Whoa.
Get off your phone.
Girl, what you listen to? It's probably a long term goal, but that is a goal that we've been thinking about.
So is that like
because the cost is way cheap.
Is that like, girl, that's something we got to talk about off air because I've been looking at it for real. But expect life.
It's what it is.
Yeah. And I'm ready to
It is what it is.
I thought I was going to end up in Canada.
Mentally.
I thought based off my work and stuff that I was going to end up in Canada. But if I can get this other stuff down,
I already got a job.
That's crazy.
That's insane because what we going to do?
I was like, hold on. I don't even know where I'm coming.
What you doing? Teaching English? Baby.
You should be jumping the gun.
It was like, when you coming? I'm like, I don't even know. I was just playing around. No, but for real.
What you gonna be teaching? What's gonna be the job?
English.
No.
Yeah, English. But yeah, that's a long time ago.
How long do it gotta be? Life is short. I say we go visit in February 2025.
That sounds good.
About 2026, we made our decision.
Yeah. I don't even care. I will steal everything. Because it's that cheap to live out there. It's that cheap.
I think a year full of rent is $3,500.
It's that cheap.
A what, sister? A what?
A year rent.
I'm telling you, when we went over there to visit, we didn't spend no money. Like, what?
Oh, something happening.
Oh, our live session ending in 2 minutes. Okay.
But we had fun. I had fun.
Yeah, to be continued.
To be continued.
So I can end this and start a new one.
Oh.
Y'all want to do that, or y'all tired?
No, I'm going to bed on y'all. Is y'all gonna talk about Thailand? Because I don't need to miss that one.
We'll fill you in that we moving. Now
we'll discuss it before we go live again. If we're gonna go live again, we're gonna talk about it before we go.
Because I want to go.
Okay. All right, let's end this one then.
Can I just say this before we get off this live? And I keep saying this
it
to
probably
y'all.
end you before it's because it's
okay, I'm gonna say it real quick. I just feel like we all are business oriented, driven, and we can be doing stuff that is making us money so we can go vacation and live in Thailand, live our vacation life, and we can have something that's going on over here because we can all put our minds to it, have all these motherfucking houses. We can be the Barada of the Bostons of Barada.
Exactly.
And we can get our own motherfucking boaters.
Everybody else
and all
on
that kind of shit. And we can be outside and we don't want to do it. Okay.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Point blank, period.
That's that do say.
Point blank, period.
Do whatever
Until
you
next
say.
time.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
All right. Welcome to the